I'm hardwired in there.
Hey, we're live. We're live.
Are we live?
On the internet. Yes. Greetings and salutations, everyone. We are live here with the Painfully Honest Tech Podcast. It's a podcast so honest it hurts. I'm feeling a little fired up tonight, Zach. I'm fired up.
I know you are. You were telling me before we started.
Fired up.
It's watch out, people. He's fired up.
I'm a little fired up.
Fired up.
Yep. So I figured I'd just come on here and first I made the video about Ben tests and how Ben tests are stupid.
Yeah.
And the utility of Ben tests has long been over with. Now it's just, now it's just, if a phone's made of glass, Zach, if a phone's made of glass, do you think people will think that it might not break?
I'm guessing that people will think it will break. Yeah.
So do we need to bend it?
No, but I mean, I see where Zach, the other Zach, is coming from, because it's always been his thing on his channel. Like, here's a phone, and I'm gonna, right? Like, I mean, he took what Lou does and took it to the extreme.
I mean, now I know Zach. I like Zach from Zach,
did you meet him at Summit, at the Vid Summit?
No, I met him at VidCon. We talked for a few minutes, and I like his channel a lot. I'm subscribed to his channel. I watch his channel often.
I watch all his stuff. Yep.
I think what he does generally is a really cool thing it's really cool, and he offers a public service to a certain extent. But when we start bending iPads, I don't think he's ever done a tablet before. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I don't think he's ever done a tablet before. And
of course a tablet's going to bend. Of course a plus phone's going to bend. And then
I tried to bend the iPad 1. I couldn't bend it.
Oh, okay.
But the iPad 1 is thicker than a MacBook Pro now.
Yeah.
So it's, so, and my problem too is it's a cheap, for a lot of people who do bend tests and drop tests and all that kind of thing. It's a cheap way to get views. Now, I should not talk about getting cheap ways to get views, I guess, but bend tests just should be a thing of the past. So, that's all I'm here to say. That's all I'm here. No, I'm here to say a lot more. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out on the channel. If you're listening in the audio world, I hope that you will go to the channel, subscribe, and all those things. If you guys, we're gonna talk about a few things tonight, Zach. What are we gonna talk about tonight?
I mean, there's Black Friday coming up. It seems like everybody's talking about it, so we're gonna talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
We're also going to talk about if you wreck your car and you whine about it, you might get a free one.
You might get a free car.
Oh, shots fired. I said it.
Yeah. What's that car retail for, do you think?
The Acura?
Acura MKX. What do you think that retails for?
45,000?
I don't know. Let's look it up. I assume that this is I assume that it's got all the options, because that's.
Let's make sure we give people some context here. Everybody's like, "What are you talking?" Some people might know.
We're just going over what we're going to discuss.
We're just going to a brief summary now, and then we'll dive in deeper.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Speaking of exactly, you can get your own exactly shirt with my face on it. See? Exactly.
Yep.
Every time you say exactly, I'm going to plug this.
Okay. That should be fun for the audience.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, I didn't.
I dropped my new mic. That's the MC24, the Sanal.
Yep.
He showed up this week.
All right. How do I price this thing out?
Just go for the base model.
Well, the base model is $45,000.
Well, there you go. See? Do
As shown,
you think you got the base model?
$56,000.
Do you think you got the base model? No, I don't think for a second he got the base model.
No. That is not what showed up like Christmas time out in front of wherever he is.
Mm-hmm. He's in
anyway,
Jersey. I think he's in Jersey. I think. Yeah.
No, I can't remember if his studio is now in New York or not.
He's in New York State. I know that, but I thought he was outside Jersey.
I'm not sure. Wizard Squad.
Wizard Squad.
Tech Rant is in the chat, holding down the mod space.
Willis is here. Geonosis is here. Geonosis with the comment of the week on my last video. We're talking about airdrop. And he's like, I'm like, click, click, done. He's like, oh yeah, Zach. Plug, click, click.
Yeah, airdrop is magic. I'm sorry.
I used it tonight. It was magical. It was great. You know, actually, I had to turn on the Wi-Fi on my phone, on my computer. Now that I'm actually hardwired in, I actually had to turn on the Wi-Fi for it to work. I thought the Bluetooth would work, but anyway, it was still quick though. It was still very quick.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about those couple of things. Was there something else we were going to talk about as well? Was there another topic that we were going to cover, Zach?
Black Friday, free cars,
just
holiday madness.
Holiday.
Oh, we're going to talk about how you got a new guitar.
I did get a new guitar.
You got a guitar to celebrate.
It wasn't free.
Well, you gifted yourself.
I gifted myself a new guitar.
We gift ourselves enough as.
Yeah, well, you know, I kind of always had this thing where if my creative work ever actually paid me a significant amount of money.
Oh, you know who else is here? You know who else is here?
No.
Simply the Best.
Okay.
He's here.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I would treat myself to a super fancy guitar, which is what I did.
You're gonna show it off, right?
Yeah. I actually started a new channel today, Zach.
What?
Started a new channel today. It's just Jason T. Lewis. And it's going to be where I go and it's the repository of all things that I can't put on the Painfully Honest Tech channel, including live performances of me. Well, I mean, recorded, but I performed them live, of me doing songs. So I've got one that I finished today. I'm going to upload it later on this evening. And if you're not, if you are interested in such things, the weird and wonderful aspects of my life that don't have anything to do with tech, then you can go over and subscribe to Jason T. Lewis on the YouTubes.
Is this going to be the same channel that you're going to talk about politics?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of.
How much hate can you take?
Well, the thing is, I kind of don't talk about politics. I make my people not talk to me, like my family, not talk to me about politics.
Okay.
So it's yeah. How do I have like 3 channels that are already named Jason T. Lewis? All right, I'm gonna have to work on.
You have 3 channels, or there are 3 channels?
Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I've got a channel that I used for politics. This is why I don't talk about politics anymore. And then I've got a channel. Yeah, okay. So I've got a couple of channels already. I didn't remember that I had.
You got a couple?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to make some cuts. Gonna have to get rid of these channels.
Okay.
My family buys my vote. I don't know what that means. No bend test on the J45, Steve. Nope, we're not going to bend test the guitar. It would probably withstand an attempt at bending, but I don't want to risk it. You know how much I paid for that guitar, Zach?
500.
500? That's your best guess?
I don't know guitar. I mean, I used to sell them ironically enough, but it's been a while. Like what kind of guitar is it?
It is a Gibson J45 Walnut from the Gibson Custom Shop.
I'm still gonna go with 500 because that's all I know.
No, the stick price was $3,000.
You bought a $3,000 guitar?
I got 10% off.
Oh well, okay. That's like my wife, and she goes out and she buys a bunch of stuff, and then she goes, but it was on sale.
Yeah, well,
and I'm like,
what? I did the thing that I always do when I go to buy a guitar. I'm like, hey, give me some coupons, or take something off this. You can do it. And so they look around, and they found a 10% off coupon, and so it was $2,900.
I just spent $1,000 getting my car. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Just basic. It was just regular maintenance, but this was like the big one. Like the car just passed 60,000, so I had to 60,000 kilometers, which I don't know what this is in miles, but had to get that all done, and then the tire swap and everything. Miles, I got in trouble for that. Like she's like, $1,000, and I'm like, what you like to be able to get from A to B, don't you?
I thought you were getting a new car.
Yeah, I'm looking at an Escalade, but not till the spring. I'm not gonna buy a car during the winter. I did that once and I didn't enjoy it because I was all paranoid about the roads and other people and everything. So in the spring, Zach's getting an Escalade.
Steve Freeman says, don't ever buy another one until you call me. Well, I got your number. I will give you a call probably tomorrow because I've been on calls all day. I'm so much in demand. But I appreciate that, Steve. I will in fact call you so we can talk about the things. Steve does a podcast. And he's also a producer in Nashville and the Los Angeles.
Steve Freeman?
Yep. So
the name sounds familiar. Maybe it's just the last name.
Yeah. So
was that your guitar? Was that your guitar?
No, that was my these Rode mic stands are really, really great. But then as they get a little older, they get creaky.
Mine's fine. I mean,
yours has been only for a few months. Mine I've had for a couple of years. I almost bought. There's a new Blue Yeti package, right?
Okay. Yeah.
We saw it at Jonathan Morrison's studio. It's the Blue Yeti in black, and it's got the Radius shock mount.
Yeah, he had it at the desk there when he was going live.
And then it's got like a boom stand or a little like desk boom, and it looks so much nicer, and it seems to be more sturdy than this Rode one. So the whole kit is $200. The whole kit is $200. Maybe
is that the Razor? Sorry, not the Razor. Is that the Blue Yeti Mini, like the new one?
No, it's the full fat Yeti,
like the one that I have.
That one, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so $199 for the whole kit. I mean, that shock mount used to cost like $100 by itself.
Oh, everybody, you guys notice how Jason, if you're watching, see how Jason's got this nice bokeh thing going behind?
Look how creamy.
You bought the YouTuber lens that I returned because it was too damn loud. And now I'm thinking of getting it again because I got this new mic. I'm thinking with the new mic, it won't pick up the tick, 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 but then again, you don't use autofocus, right? You bought the 18 to 35 Sigma, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought the Sigma 18 to 35. Yeah. And so far I found that it's not very noisy. I do use autofocus when I am just recording a video. I can't use autofocus right now because if I use autofocus right now, then I'd have a box around my face.
Yeah.
So the M50 that I use is the first Canon. Well, maybe not the first, but it's the first low-cost Canon camera to have a clean HDMI output, so I could use it for live streaming. But you have to put it into manual focus to get rid of the final little icon, which is the autofocus box. So I've dialed in this. It's really hard to focus yourself because I have to get up and then I have to guess what. Anyway, so let's talk about Black Friday, Zach. Everybody's excited Black Friday starts
I'm
on
not.
Thursday.
I just am kind of. I don't know because I buy stuff all the time. I guess. There's nothing. There's nothing really on my list except for maybe another of these, like the T5s, the portable drives.
The Samsung T5 solid state drive.
Yeah, yeah, and I know they've gone down in price really good, but they're good for using with Final Cut and everything. And also, I'm thinking about plugging into my iPad Pro when I do the editing with the LumaFusion.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
iPad Pro cannot read a hard drive.
You can't?
Nope, cannot. Jason Gonzalez asks, is the HomePod worth $250? No. When you can get a Sonos One for $150, or you can get the Sonos Play One for $150, or the Sonos One for $199, the HomePod is still not worth it. I was thinking about getting some more Sonos stuff yesterday. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, I could either spend money on this guitar, or I could buy a bunch of stuff.
Tomorrow's payday for all the YouTubers tomorrow.
I already got paid.
Did you? Oh, I have to check my balance.
Yeah, I always get paid. I don't get paid on the 22nd like other people do. I think it's because I'm with an MCN, but I can't be sure.
I'm not going to bother checking then. Yeah, that's probably why.
But yeah, this September is what month we're being paid for this month, and September was a good month for me.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very good month. I had a video that had 1.3 million views, and that by itself made me like $4,000 or $5,000.
Crazy, man.
And yeah, I've never made anything close.
Wait, you made $5,000 off your videos just in ad revenue last month in October?
In September, I made $5,000 off of one video.
Is that the one where it says "Don't pay idiot tax"?
No, it was the I'm not ordering the new iPhone video.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
So my gross was over $12,000.
Wow.
And some of that went to the MCN, which I'm salty about, but still, it's one of those things. It's one of those. I mean, I'm not trying to be flip about it. It's incredibly humbling, and I really don't kind of know how to deal with it. So I'm kind of jokey about it. And I know that that's not going to happen every month, at least not until the channel's much, much bigger than it is right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was just like seeing that number in my bank account. It's like, what? I took the money for the guitar, and I gave the rest to my wife to sock away and do the things that we need to do with the money, so that I can start working toward having this be my job.
You're really going to give up teaching?
I just don't think I can keep doing both and do both well.
And you feel like your heart is here?
Well, I've always wanted to do my creative thing as my job. Mm-hmm. So YouTube is the thing that has broken through for me to be able to have an opportunity to do that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to try and take advantage of that opportunity as much as I can. I don't have any more money, Beth. I spent it, and then I gave the rest to my wife because I am terrible with money. So my wife is my CFO.
Especially?
Yes. Yes.
Perk, I thought you would make me it.
No.
No. Didn't have to think about it. No. I love you, man.
I love you too, Zach. But I don't think international finance is where I want to go.
Yeah.
It's hard enough.
Yeah.
October's check is still a month away. So that's the Christmas check. It's not going to be nearly as big as this previous one, but yeah, we've been my wife and I have talked about when I could potentially maybe step away from the job, and we're sort of pointing ourselves in the direction of May. I have to. Samuel James says, Jason, you are surprisingly honest and transparent about YouTube money. I've never seen any YouTuber disclose this, and that is
it's a good segue.
That is what I really feel is important.
There's one particular screen I know that Roberto told us about. Don't ever show that screen, the revenue screen. But you can pretty much talk about anything you want.
Yeah.
If you want. I'm more guarded about my finances and everything, but I still have no problem. Like, you guys know that during, like, I can't remember today's video, the Ben video that you did. I haven't watched it yet, but did you have a sponsorship at the start?
No.
Okay, but the video before that you did.
I did.
Yeah, and everybody should know that you got paid for that 30-second spot.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And that's something that I'm gonna be doing more of. Trying to get sponsorships and that kind of thing.
But the difference is the things that you have that you're talking about, your sponsorships at the start, middle, end, or wherever it is, they are products that you actually use and do, like, you use, right? Yeah. And that's the difference, right? There's so many people out there that are doing sponsorships, they're products they don't even use.
I don't know if they'll always be products that I use personally, but they're definitely. I'm definitely going to be making sure that it's a product that I feel comfortable enough with the company that I don't want to just put it out there, and, and it's a crappy product. So I'm working on a couple more, and I need to, if I can get some of that stuff happening regularly, it's going to be a possibility. And I am conflicted about leaving the teaching gig. I've got students that I've made commitments to in terms of mentoring and that kind of thing, and it's just like really, I'm really invested in that job quite a bit. I just don't want to not do it well, because I don't think that's fair to anybody. So, Samuel, I thought you were just going for emphasis with the never. The never. Black shirt and black chair. Well, the chair's gray. It's got some black accent. Looks like my head is floating.
It's because it's bokeh. Or is that they call it? Bokeh? Bokeh?
That's how it seems like that it is the proper pronunciation. I can only imagine how much money MKBHD and Unbox Therapy rake in every month. So let's just say that 1 million views nets you $4,000, and you get multiple videos weekly, maybe even multiple videos that get a million views. That's a lot of money. Ad revenue alone. So there's plenty of money being made out there.
Being an influencer or whatever you want, I mean, is if you got the following and people trust that, that's something that advertisers want in, right?
Yeah,
it's the way that things are done now. Like, I'll admit it, I would, if Michael Fisher, Mr. Mobile, says, this is a great device, you should pick it up, I'm definitely going to look at picking it up. Like, I will factor that into my decision because I trust him and I like his content, and
yes,
I think he dresses very well, and that's key for me. You gotta be a sharp dressed man.
Yes,
Michael, are you listening?
Yes.
He listened for a few weeks after being on with us, and then
I thought
I don't think he does anymore.
maybe
Michael,
if
if
I
you're
start
listening.
wearing vests on
Yeah.
a regular basis.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's winter time.
I
Or
just got
well,
shot. Wow.
yeah, it's that time of year where you can get some static electricity shot into your ears.
Yeah, that felt pretty good. Do you like my new lighting setup? Can you guys see? So I got there's the what do you call it? Lava lamp. And then I've
Yes.
got one of those half globe thingy Philips Hue things, but I have the Philips Hue system working now in here. Actually, I got the bridge and everything.
Yes.
Even though I do have 2 light bulbs that I still need to find a home for, but I'm trying to find like a lamp, like a floor lamp that I can put right in this corner here,
Right.
between the lightsabers. But I found one at IKEA, and it's big and white and everything like that, but it's like $80.
Come on.
I know. I'll probably buy it. But anyway, I've got 3 of those bloom lights. So 1, 2, 3. Like you can't see them in my videos, but they're there.
Yeah.
And then I've got my 2 color changing Alki lights there.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty happy with it. Like right now, I'm using this is the red background, so that with the blue lights, it looks purple. But here's with the blue. If I went all blue,
Yep.
you know who bought a red phone?
I did.
Really disappointed that he bought the red one.
Who?
Travis. He didn't get a blue one. He
That's
called
okay.
it baby blue.
It is a little baby blue.
You know what? I have an awesome D-brand Matrix skin I'm going to be putting on mine tonight.
But doesn't that defeat the purpose of having a colored phone?
I know, but it doesn't cover this particular skin doesn't cover the aluminum blue, and that looks the best to me in my opinion.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're not a sponsor yet.
So tomorrow is my daughter's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yes, she turns 15 years old, which is absolutely insane.
Wow.
She's already driving because you can get your learner's permit in Iowa when you're 14.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how this happened. I don't know how it happened, but it did. And for her birthday, she wanted a new phone. She had been rocking a 6S for the past couple of years.
Okay.
And it had
Wait a minute, did you get her 10R?
I did.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the blue, in fact.
You got the blue one?
Yes.
That's awesome. Now every time you look at her phone, you can think of me.
Uh-huh. I'm sure I will.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so she donated 16. I don't know what that's going to be like. I mean, the teenage years are a mystery to me so far.
Why?
Just because lines of communication are like constrained.
Okay.
You know, she's never been somebody to be like, "Oh my God, I had this great day and did all these things." She never says anything, and now it's just like complete silence.
She go out at night and say that she's going bowling.
No,
or to the library.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't go out.
Does she have any gentleman callers?
No.
Okay, you need to make sure you just to be proactive, get a gun rack. Don't get a gun. Just get the rack. And when she has a guy come over, like to come pick her up or something, be like, "Hey, so and so." Like, let's say his name is Sam. Hey, okay. Sam, come downstairs. I want you to take a look at my new gun rack. I need to pick what to put in there.
Mm-hmm.
And just gauge the look on his face.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that.
Well, I know. I did that to my sister's fiance. Well, now he's my brother-in-law. He's pretty cool. So,
yeah, I don't know. I don't know at all what I'm going to do when there is like something like that going on.
Gotta learn to kill.
Don't want to think about it.
And we're demonetized. Do you like hummus?
I do like hummus.
Yeah, that's my key word now in my videos.
Hummus?
Yeah, well, it's just to see if people actually read the description area.
Uh-huh. Oh, I see. You're doing one of those things?
Yeah.
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 I always thought that was fun, but I never really.
Well, I put it right by the link for the merch, and it hasn't paid off yet.
Well, you know.
By the way, everybody, go to Zach.link/merch. Get your Exactly shirt.
Yeah, Zach's got a shirt.
I could do the show like this, and you would never know I'm not here.
You are there still.
I'm just saying. Look at that face.
That face is smaller than your actual head.
I know. I have a big ass head. Okay, so what's the first topic?
Black Friday.
Really? I thought we were going to talk about. Okay, go ahead.
Is everybody out there just like chomping at the bit to go get their deals? You got your eye on a television. You got your eye on a gaming console. You got your eye on a diamond ring.
I have my eye on an 80-inch television, but I don't think I'm going to get it.
80-inch television is big. Is that the Samsung QLED?
I don't know. I want the one that Jonathan Morrison has. Remember we watched the TV on that thing?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I know.
We streamed the Apple TV, watched the video before on there with the lighting and everything. It's as sexy as it looks in the videos.
Tech Rant, what are you buying on Black Friday? Tell me. I have a confession to make, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
I have never purchased anything on Black Friday. I've never gone to a store.
What about Cyber Monday?
No. Never done it. Okay. You know why?
Why?
I think it's disgusting.
What's disgusting? The
Black
whole
Friday,
idea?
the whole thing.
Like just the whole concept and everything?
Yeah. I mean, it's now become a holiday that's dedicated to spending money.
Well, that's it's like I remember when Valentine's Day was just like it wasn't like celebrated, but you gave a card or something like that or whatever, and now it's like a whole like lead up to. You know
Don't
what I mean?
do anything for Valentine's Day either.
No. Wait,
Nope.
I don't believe in it either. Like we like, why do I need a special day to say I love you?
No, we don't do anything for that.
I don't need that.
You know, it's companies are just trying to fill the holes in their.
Well, it comes down to this, okay? Traditional retail is dying.
Yeah,
I think it's safe to. I'm gonna say it's safe to say, and I realize there's people with jobs out there and everything, but I'll admit this right now. This will be my 4th year in a row that I'm not gonna go to a store to buy anything for Christmas. I'm buying everything online. Walmart, Amazon for sure. I buy, you know me, Amazon, right? And God forbid if I should go in the Apple store again. Look, I still got the watch. I'm rocking the watch. I got the band.
Yep,
that fits my arm. And it's
never shop. I never shop at Walmart unless I have to.
I mean, I'll go to Walmart online to get certain things that I can't get on Amazon.
Right.
That's just how it is with Walmart up here in Canada and everything like that. But Amazon, I probably this year, 2018, I probably spent 85% of my money when it came to buying goods and stuff like that at Walmart, and that includes food. Like we'll order food on there, like non-perishables.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we'll go to the local co-op or the Safeway or whatever to get, produce and everything like that, fresh stuff, right? Yep. There's things like shoes, for example. Unless I know the style and everything like that, I'll go in. If I know the style and everything like that, I'll order online. Like, for example, the K-Swiss shoes that we got.
Yes.
I knew that I took a 12. So I went online and I bought 12s and I donated my 11s. I gave those to Goodwill or to the Mustard Seed. They're like, what? These are brand new. And I'm like, yeah. And I said, just take them. So anyway,
yeah, you should have taken them to eBay, man.
To what?
eBay.
I know I could have sold them for like 100 or whatever, but I figured someone else could use the shoes. So.
Gary V would sell those shoes himself. Yeah. Himself. Gary V would sell his own shoes on eBay if he could make $100. I guarantee it.
Yeah,
I guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes me not want his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
But I've got a pair in my closet, and I can't wear them anyway. You know why?
Why?
Because they're white.
What's wrong with white?
I can't wear white shoes.
Why? Why are you being racist?
I can't wear white shoes. I only wear black. Only.
Why are you
Only.
constantly like in mourning or something like that?
In a certain way of thinking, yes. I will say that I started my black wearing. I typically wore black 90% of the times.
Mm-hmm.
But I started wearing black every day as the only color that I wear.
I don't like wearing all black because
sometime in November of 2016.
so you and I both have the beards,
Yes.
right? And any guy that has a beard knows about beard dandruff. I keep one of these nearby when I'm filming. If when I'm especially I'm wearing one of these and I'm just taking care of that and everything. But I also, I brush and stroke the beard.
Yeah.
I put essential oils in it every day.
I haven't I trimmed my beard before I went to Vid Summit. I haven't done it since. It's starting to get like a little beard like.
Jason has been a Cure fan since birth.
I do like The Cure quite a bit.
Actually, I like The Cure too. Are they the ones that did that on Friday? I'm in love.
Yes. Yes.
Friday, I'm in love.
Yes, they did that song.
I look forward to Tuesdays though.
That's loud.
I know. I just
So Tech Rant has talked about he's getting a 4K TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a good deal, and his TV is on its way out. See, I think that's a perfectly fine way to take advantage of Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think happens is that Black Friday and the companies that force it upon us take advantage of us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys have ever watched this YouTuber. His name is Matt Diavella. He's a filmmaker, and he made the documentary The Minimalists, which is, I think, still available on YouTube. It's a very interesting documentary. I myself have been taking up some minimalist practices over the last couple of years. And so I started watching his videos. He did a video on Black Friday the other day.
Like about Black Friday or on the day?
About Black Friday.
About Black Friday, okay.
Yeah. And brought up some really interesting points about Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's conspicuous consumption. The whole goal of Black Friday is to get you in the store to buy that thing
that you don't need.
Well, no, like I need the TV or the the Xbox One, et cetera, et cetera.
Nobody needs any of this stuff at all.
Well, maybe you haven't bought it yet, but you
Jeff.
want to have it, and it's like crazy on sale.
El Jefe Reviews is in the house.
El Jefe Reviews.
Good to see you. I can't remember who put the tweet out, but something about the day you realize that El Jefe does not mean the Jeff.
Yes. Yes, it's true. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. Damn it.
About how you need stuff.
Yeah. So you go in, you stand outside the store, you go in, you make a mad rush to whatever it is that was on the flyer that you absolutely have to have.
So your guys' Black Friday is completely different from what we have up here. We're complete opposite.
Well, but the goal of the retailer,
mm-hmm.
They don't care about you. They don't care about the thing that you came for. They care about the other things that you're going to buy. There's this. So I don't know, Zach, are you familiar with the concept of loss leaders?
Yes.
So a loss leader is a product that you'll stock in your store, and maybe you won't make any profit from having that in your store, but it will bring people into the store, and then they will buy the other stuff that you've marked up.
One of my customers, they sell the Galaxy watches, for example. They make 99 cents on them.
Right.
They're there purely because, well, one, Samsung makes them carry them.
Right.
And we make next to nothing as well. But again, it's a loss leader, like you said, right? So
yeah. So then they make money off of, the accessories,
activating a new phone. Yeah, because right now I think you get a free watch on an activation or renewal 2 years or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I know the Galaxy phones are, I think, $200 off at Best Buy this Black Friday season, which is a pretty good deal. You can get a Samsung Galaxy S9 for like 500 something bucks.
That's a good deal.
It is a good deal.
The S9 Plus is solid except for the battery, but I think for the average person it'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
For high consumption like you and I.
The Note 9 is $799, I think, which
that's still a steal.
Yeah, I know. It just it's one of those things that I don't like to get caught in those things.
Mm-hmm.
I like to buy what I want and not have to worry about whether or not I'm getting a good deal on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want the tail to wag the dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
I want to go out and buy the thing that I want and be the arbiter of my own great deal. So Black Friday is just, you know what? I think the one time I took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals was when I was building a computer for the family at Christmas. Each, like my daughter and my son and myself, we built computers for Christmas. And I think I took advantage of some Black Friday deals or Cyber Monday deals to buy that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the only time I really bargain shopped.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for me, like I said, like this year, just like last year, if I go online and I see something that catches my eye, then fine. But I haven't been like everybody's been like promoting Black Friday since basically a week ago Monday, right? Like it's like a 2-week event, and it's like, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I personally don't know any friends or family that are clamoring at it. So it's kind of weird. Like up here in Canada, when we always there's always those videos where people are like waiting in line at like a Target and they open the doors and they all start trampling each other and they're going crazy and they're grabbing things. There's always like a grandma like with a purse like hitting some guy over the head and like, no, that's my TV and everything like that.
Right.
And and it's always interesting because it seems like those videos always seem to have a certain demographic in there, but that's a different conversation. Yes. But anyway,
that's the predatory nature of Black Friday.
Yeah.
Trying to get people who don't have the same sort of income and resources to come into the store.
Yeah.
And get the thing that they wouldn't be able to get otherwise.
Yeah.
And then also go into more debt, because there ain't no way that you're going to go into a store and you're just going to grab that TV and you're going to turn around and go to the counter and you're going to check out and you're going to walk out of the store. No. Yeah. I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm sure that there's an average number of things that people buy.
So Black Friday's never been a really big thing up here. I'm going to say only in the last 3 years has it really kind of taken off, because we don't get the same deals up here that you guys do down there. For example, you guys will have like 4K TVs or whatever, like for like 80% off or something ridiculous. Here, it'll be the same sale price that it was 2 months ago.
Right.
So I'm going into, well, we used to have a store here called Future Shop, but they were bought up by Best Buy. So I'll go to Best Buy. Geonosis knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm looking, I'm going, this TV was 20% off last week. Like, what's the big deal? Like, because you guys got a big sign. There's literally groups of people that live close to the border in Canada that will travel in busloads down to the United States to take advantage of Black Friday deals. Right? Because even with the exchange rate, it ends up being a lot better. Now, recently, in the last, like I said, 2 or 3 years, it's gotten better, but it's not nearly the chaotic nature that you guys have. And even the stores that do have stuff like that, it's funny because they'll open the doors and everybody walks in. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me.
Well, it is
it's a stereotype, but but that's literally how it is here. I'm not even, I can't remember when it was ever on the news here there was a trampling, whatever. People were going crazy for stuff at Eaton Mall in downtown Toronto. Like that doesn't happen here.
Right.
And then
and I don't think it happens very often here anymore.
I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying that you go to YouTube and just look up Black Friday riots. Holy God. Like
so here's the thing. Now some people were asking, like, where does Black Friday, the term Black Friday, come from?
Yeah.
The initial coining of the phrase Black Friday came from, I believe, that day that started the Great Depression, where all the markets just tanked.
Yeah, didn't Black Friday come out of basically trying to resurge or restart the market, basically?
I don't know. I think it was when the markets crashed, and it was on a Friday, obviously, and people were jumping out of their office windows and shit because because all their money was gone. And so yeah, but Black Friday as a commercial event wasn't actually initiated until the early 2000s here in the US.
Gotcha.
It seems like it's been forever, right? It seems like it's been forever, but it's only been for fewer than 20 years at this point that Black Friday has been a thing. And, you know, people Black Friday deals start at Best Buy on Thursday at 5:00.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like you
Now
don't
this-
even like you're barely finished with dinner.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, you guys is Thanksgiving this Sunday or Saturday for you guys?
Thursday. It's always on a Thursday. The third Thursday.
Actual Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
That's
The
so-
third Thursday of every November is Thanksgiving.
And then isn't there like football all day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. We have the Grey Cup. I think it's this Sunday. Giannosis, is it this Sunday or the Sunday after? I think it's the Sunday after because the Western Final, we have 8 teams up here. No, I think we have 6 teams up here. The CFL's a joke.
You have more than 6 football teams, don't
No,
you?
seriously, we have BC, Calgary, Edmonton, Saskatchewan, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Toronto, Montreal. Yeah, there's 8.
Okay.
We have 8 teams. Like, woo. Right?
Well, that's.
Do you know that The Rock used to be a practice player on the Calgary Stampeders?
I knew that The Rock was a football player.
Mm-hmm.
At
He
the
actually
University
didn't make
of
the cut.
Miami.
He was a practice player, and they told him to bugger off.
Well, I think things worked out well. For
I think they really did. What are we talking about?
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Okay.
I don't think The Rock had nearly the amount of
Samuel, thank you. That makes sense.
head trauma that he
Yeah.
would have had he played professional football. And I love football. Don't get me wrong. I love football. I'm going to watch football all day. 9 teams in the CFL, says Christopher Baldry.
I don't understand Simply Beth. Like, I don't understand what comfort turkey, then we will go fight a bit. I don't understand what she's trying to say, but I'm glad she's here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so they started. So Tech Rant says they started spreading out Black Friday for safety concerns. Plus, there's a large population in America that does not celebrate Thanksgiving for certain reasons. What are the reasons? I mean, it's like a day that you sit around and eat things.
Yeah. Do you buy those shrimp rings? Do you like shrimp?
I do. You know what I call that?
What?
Redneck caviar.
I love shrimp rings this time of the year. We were just at Costco on the weekend, and they had a whole bunch out. I'm like, why are they selling? Oh, because people in Canada that might be celebrating Thanksgiving, and we bought one. Like they're bigger than my thumb.
Yeah.
They're amazing, and they comes with the sauce. Oh, so I didn't eat dinner. I've had coffee today, two G Fuels, and an oat bar.
That is not good, my friend.
Well, I had some peanut butter on a cracker.
That's still not good.
It's part of my diet.
Yeah, but that's not enough food.
I know.
Oh, do people really still think about Thanksgiving as like that whole thing where people got together and shared a meal, they shared their food because they were starving or whatever.
No.
That's all just a complete farce. It's a complete hoax. It's a complete
Living the dream.
It's like it's ridiculous. Thanksgiving is about family. You come together with your family, you make a special meal, you hang out together, you eat turkey, you watch football, and that's it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Are you hosting Christmas this year at your house? Like, will you eat turkey again for Christmas, or will you have ham or something like that?
I don't know. It's very difficult
Mhm.
to do anything like that in my house because I'm the only one that eats
Eats
meat.
meat. That's right. So here's a reason for you to travel to my house. Um, we're hosting this year, so my folks are going to be down in Phoenix, whatever. My sister's going to be with her brother, so it's just going to be me, my wife, the kids, my mother-in-law, and my brother-in-law, who's cool, and anybody else we can scrape together. We've decided that we're going to do prime rib and lobster tails,
Right.
barbecue lobster tails, and do a prime rib. I'm going to put that thing in at like 5 a.m. and cook it like 200 degrees Celsius all day, and then blast it during the last half hour at like 700 degrees. I did this a couple years ago. Made a prime rib. I actually cut it. When I cut the first slice, I took a picture and I tweeted it to Gordon Ramsay, and he tweeted back to me saying that looks effing good. Good job. He's Gordon Ramsay, right?
Or whoever tweets for him.
Whatever. But point is, don't take this away from me, okay? It felt good. It felt good. I'll have to find the tweet. I screenshotted it. But that's what we're gonna do because we had turkey, whatever, for Thanksgiving last month. We do our Thanksgiving earlier here in Canada and the reason why we do it earlier is because of traditions up here, and because up in Canada they harvest earlier. That's why.
Yeah.
Traditionally harvest earlier. This year's been really weird. We don't have any snow on the ground right now. It's really weird. So I said to my wife, I'm like, do you want to do turkey again? She's like, well, I mean, she goes, it's been long enough. And I'm like, let's do prime rib. She goes, well, we did that a few years ago. I said, let's do prime rib and lobster tails. She went, oh, okay.
So here's the interesting thing. Somebody up in the chat here talked about pagan holidays, and I can't claim to be a 100% like know everything expert about what holidays were put in place of pagan holidays. Otherwise, like, so Thanksgiving is really the harvest festival, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's to when you bring in the harvest, you eat this big meal, you enjoy it, and then you're gonna be like in a cabin, cold in the woods for the next like 5 months. So it's like your one feast before everything starts to turn into like a Leonardo DiCaprio movie or something.
Putting it out right now, you guys are all invited to my place for Christmas.
But it's interesting that when Christianity took over as the main religion of the Western world, they took a lot of holidays from the Christian calendar and put them in place of what were already holidays, like Halloween's not a Christian holiday, but there was a holiday for Halloween that was connected like years and ages and ages and ages back. Christmas, Jesus wasn't born on December 25th.
Oh no, you're gonna upset so many people right now.
But
do you deep fry or do you bake your turkey?
Bake usually.
Yeah. We've only started deep frying in the last few years, and that's an amazing experience.
I had a turkey deep fryer that just sat in the box for like 6 years.
Jesse says he has snow on the ground in Ontario. That sucks, man.
Yeah, and I've heard great things about deep frying turkey.
Here's the key, right? So you got first of all, you got to make sure that the sucker is completely thawed out and all water is gone, because if that water touches that deep fryer, the oils, like you've seen on the YouTube videos, right? Yeah. But we inject ours with garlic and teriyaki. And oh my God. Now I'm thinking we should make turkey. Maybe we'll make all three. You know that the nice thing about deep frying a turkey is that it frees up room in the oven. Because you literally don't have to put this thing down until like 45 minutes before you eat.
Yeah.
Like it just sits there.
Yeah, and that's kind of the hard thing for me. Like, okay, when I lived back in West Virginia when I was a kid. Thank you.
I saw I had to.
When I was a kid, we went to my grandparents, well, my mom's parents, and then also to my dad's mother's house, my grandmother's house. And there was big family at these meals, and it was like, you know, a lot of traveling, a lot of going back and forth. You ate 2 dinners, that kind of thing. Since we moved away from West Virginia, especially in the time that we've lived out here in Iowa, it's just us. It's the 3 of us. My son is going to see his bio dad. So he's not going to be here.
You mean his biological father?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just going to be us, and I'm going to get like a turkey breast or something.
Nice.
And
like white meat or dark meat?
I like dark meat better.
Do you really like dark meat? Do you like the neck? Save the neck for me, Clark.
No, I don't really like the neck.
That's a tradition for me during Christmas, hey? Christmas Eve, I have to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I have it on.
What about It's a Wonderful Life?
Oh, whatever. But I have to watch National Lampoon's. I have it on Google Play Movies. I got it on DVD. I got it on Blu-ray. I have to watch it every Christmas Eve.
Interesting.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
I am a huge fan of
Is that an Apple Pencil?
Yes, it is.
What are you sketching?
Nothing. I've been pointing with it all night. So,
did you get an iPad Pro? I can't remember.
Yeah, I did a video on it.
That's right. Wait, did you bend it?
No, I pretended. I did try to bend the iPad 1,
and that didn't work out.
It didn't bend. It wouldn't bend.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie. End of story. End of conversation. Move on.
It's true. It's true. I think it's been universally accepted now as a Christmas movie.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Yeah. This is my wizard wand.
There you go. I was just thinking of that.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're just going to sit around and we're going to enjoy ourselves. There'll be a lot of video games.
Nice.
There'll be a lot of football. Battlefield 5 just came out, and I gotta be playing me some Battlefield 5. I might stream some Battlefield 5.
Did you play Battlefield 5 on the iPad Pro?
Heck no. I can't play no Battlefield 5 on the iPad.
Okay, let's talk about cars and accidents and getting help from companies and videos. And first, let's make sure we paint the picture properly so people know what we're talking about.
Okay.
You explain what happened and then what has recently happened.
Okay, so what happened is this. MKBHD, Marquez Brownlee, has a super fancy Tesla, and he unfortunately was in an accident. A truck tried to merge into the lane where he was already occupying said lane, and kind of just made a lot of damage to his car. He was fine, and that's good. And he made a couple. I think he posted on Twitter showing the damage, and then he made a video about it, which I think came out yesterday.
The video. There's nothing wrong with the video, okay? But it's when I watched so in the video, Marquez described what happened. He showed pictures. In fact, he actually came across a video from Reddit. Someone caught the aftermath of what happened.
Somebody caught
that's freaky, right?
Yeah, on a dash cam, just randomly.
Dash cam, yeah. Actually, I caught an accident yesterday on my dash cam. I keep on meaning to put it on Twitter, but anyway, but as I'm watching his video, and so one of the things that Marquez said in the video is this. This is the part that I always hear stories about people with Teslas about how there's not enough support and it takes forever to get repairs done or getting this and that. And he goes, now I have to deal with another insurance company, and my car is going into a repair shop I've never been. I'm just hoping it all works out. And it was that point there that he said that. I think it was during that whole dialogue there, right there, that I went, I see what you're doing.
See, now
I don't know if that's what he was doing.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that impression. I mean, so basically, Marquez is dealing with what people deal with.
If you guys have enjoyed this content here, please leave a thumbs up. Think about hitting that.
Can you please turn that off? So
sorry, I thought it was muted. Go ahead.
So Marquez is dealing with what everybody deals with whenever they have an accident. Sometimes it takes a while to get parts. Tesla is potentially more difficult. Well, I've heard that Tesla is much more difficult to get parts than otherwise.
To me, the damage looks like the car is just a complete write-off.
It depends. It depends on whether or not the frame's bent. It depends on whether or not the battery's intact, all that kind of stuff. And the insurance company ultimately will be the one who says.
He did put in the video that the frame is not bent, so
okay.
That's key. That is key.
So he basically, the insurance company for the offender, the guy who was driving the truck, that insurance company will ultimately say that's a total, because we're going to pay you for a new car as opposed to paying for these repairs to be done. That's what it means when you total a car. It doesn't mean that the car is no longer drivable. It doesn't mean that anything. It means that it's no longer financially feasible to make the repairs over purchasing a new car. So now we got our friend Viper in here. Now he's joined us, and we're going to talk about this because as I was getting ready to do the podcast, I was watching Twitter, and came along this tweet from Marquez that's like, thanks to the folks at Acura who heard about my recent accident and sent me over a brand new 2019 Acura MKX. And I'm like, what?
So first of all, brilliant move, in my opinion, by Acura to do that, because you and I talked about this off air. The cost of that car and everything like that against the amount of exposure that's going to get, let alone in a tweet, pays for itself.
Yeah, that tweet right there. If it means that if it means that a bunch of people go look, I mean, I went to the Acura website to see what the MKX was all about. If people get that car on their radar, and even if 5 people buy an Acura, then this whole PR/marketing move has been good for them. But it makes me uncomfortable that he would accept such a gift. It seems a little off. And I know Viper has another opinion. So Viper, why don't you bring us in and up to speed with what you think about this, and then we'll chat. We'll talk.
All right, so I can unmute my mic. I was having a little pizza break, and you sent the link, so I had to get up in here and say my piece, and we'll go from there. So I don't see what the big deal is, to be honest with you. I really don't. This sort of stuff probably happens daily to high profile athletes and celebrities. You're talking about the top tech reviewer in the entire world. Somebody was talking to me on Twitter about who was more famous, Casey Neistat or Marquez Brownlee. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is not really close. MKBHD is world renowned. I'm not saying that Casey's not, but MKBHD is world famous, dude. I mean, this is not a surprise to me. When he had the accident, I knew he wouldn't be. I knew somebody would step up. Like, I didn't know it would be accurate, but I figured that somebody would step up to the plate, because we're talking about the top tech influencer in the entire world being Carlos. I mean, come on now. No, that's just not happening.
So here's the question, though. Here's the question. He does make car-related content as well.
Right.
And to me, it feels like there's potentially a conflict of interest.
How so?
Well, I realize that he's well known, and it happens to celebrities and sports people and all that kind of stuff all the time. But they are not directly, like, their business is not directly connected to the thing that is given, right? Marquez has made a lot of videos about Tesla. Marquez has made a lot of other videos about cars in general. Whether or not he's even reviewing them isn't really the issue. The issue is that he's established himself as someone who is an influencer in the automotive space, right?
Okay.
And so as an influencer in the automotive space, he then takes a free $60,000 car and drives it around, basically giving free publicity to the maker of that car. It feels skeevy to me. It just feels really icky.
He was in a car accident.
Yeah, I know. Most people just have to rent a car. You know?
Okay. But what I'm thinking,
most people, you know, most people who have a car accident don't get a brand new car from a random car company because they happen to tweet about it and make a video. I understand that. Yeah, Marquez has lots of people that watch him, but does he want to advertise Acura? Is that a deal that he wanted to make with them to be a face for their product?
Okay, I think first of all, I think you need to step back just a little bit, because the next time NKBHD does a sponsor video will be the first time, to my knowledge. I don't think he's ever done a sponsor video. So I don't know if this can be considered as like some type of deal or whatever. I just think that Acura. Wait, what?
You don't think he's ever done a sponsored video? Are you kidding me?
When has he ever done a sponsored video? To my knowledge, I've never seen it. He never mentioned anything about a sponsored video. Did I miss something?
Well, so this is I've had issue with a couple of things that he's done before, like when just about every tech YouTuber, you know, that had 5 million or more subs got a free cake with their likeness on it from LG.
Okay.
That to me is a conflict of interest. I mean, if you're going to review LG's products, then them giving you a cake to me is a conflict of interest, because it's trying to influence you in the favor of that company, right?
How is that any different from us getting free product from, let's say, like I just got some headphones from Impal, or right. I get cases from Rinky. How is that any different from what's happening with the other YouTubers? I'm confused.
There's getting paid to talk about a product that's sponsored, right? And then there's doing a video in exchange for product. They're completely different things.
Yeah. See, getting a product for review is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a transaction that happens all the time.
Okay.
Now, getting paid to review a product,
right?
Is in my mind a complete and total no-no.
I think we all agree that's a no-no, right?
Right. So when I'm talking to manufacturers, if they want me to do a dedicated video, I offer them something like, well, I'll do an initial impressions, or I'll do an unboxing, or a demo of how to install, or something like that. I won't do a review for money.
Okay. So let me ask you this. If Acura just gave him the car just to have the car, and he does no YouTube video about the Acura at all, how would you feel about it then?
Well, I mean, he just tweeted about it. And
okay, but that's a tweet though. I know what you're saying.
Like this chair that I'm sitting on was given to me by GT Omega Racing, and all I had to do was tweet about it. Right? And I did, and I got a chair.
So they didn't require you to do a kind of video or nothing like that about it?
No.
Okay.
But this chair or anything, to me, it just seems like getting a car. Getting a car is just like beyond the pale, because then you're using your influence, you're using your platform as an influencer to market for this car company. I mean, basically, what people could take from this is that, oh, Marquez is a Tesla guy. He's been a Tesla guy the whole time. He had that accident, and so his Tesla's in the shop, and now he's going to take an Acura. That must be the next best thing to a Tesla. That's the connection people will make.
I don't think it would have mattered if it would have been Tesla or Porsche or Ferrari. It wouldn't have mattered. I mean, Acura just happened to be the first company that stepped up to the plate. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm surprised Elon didn't take care of it himself. If I'm being totally honest with you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I think Elon's got some bigger problems.
Maybe he's
care right now.
So,
but no, here's the whole thing that rubbed me wrong. Not so much he got a car. It's like when he was talking about, you know, now I get to experience the other side of things, because I've heard he said in the video, I've heard about people having problems with long repair times and can't get parts and da. And then when he said, I guess I'll be Ubering it around, I thought to myself, bull crap. There's no way you're getting a car from somebody. Yeah. You'll get a rental, whatever. And now,
I never even thought about that.
And now that he got the Acura, I'm like, yeah, okay, now it all makes sense. And I see where Jason is coming from. Yeah,
I'm sorry. This
so,
is
Mr. John Prosser, Front Page Tech, asked, when Google sent me a phone, did I not make a video? Yes, of course I made a video. But I also wasn't paid. I just got the phone.
All right. So,
and that's within the boundaries of the ethical statements that I've made about how I'm going to operate.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Acura gave MKBHD a car. It's not like they paying him though. So I'm still trying to see what you all's issue is. I don't see it.
I'm not sure if I have an issue, but I have an issue.
You could say that, okay, a car that costs as much as I make at my day job in a year.
But it's a loan, though. It's not like they're gifting it to him. I'm pretty sure they're just loaning it to him until the car gets better.
Okay, what were his exact words in the tweet? Thank you for the car, or they gave me a car, or what was it? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's something like until my car's
I will look at it right
repaired. But there's even some kind of about whether or not his car will ever be repaired.
Acura. They saw that Apollo video yesterday and rolled up in a 2019 MDX 24 hours later, so that I have wheels while my baby is being repaired. Good look, fam. So, okay, this is what I'm going to take, because this is the first time I've seen the tweet. This is what I'm going to take from it. I'm betting Acura called him up and said, hey, Marquez, we heard what happened. We have a car for you to take care of you. Just got to give us a quick shout out. Is that cool? And he probably said, yeah, sure, no problem. Like, now I have a vehicle. So now that I'm not sure what I feel about that. I just cool, right? I mean, he's got the platform to stand on. I think LeBaron just said the same thing. He's got the platform to stand on, and he has the influence to get it done. So Acura took advantage, and good on them. That's smart marketing. And
yeah, I feel nothing about this. Like I said, this is no different to me from a company sending me a phone to review. This I don't feel anything. It is what it is.
I wouldn't be able to pay off like a third of my mortgage by selling a phone. You know, there's a monetary value attached that's pretty significant.
John, I'm not suggesting there was a backdoor deal. Don't put words in my mouth, okay? That's not cool, man. That's not what I said. I never said there was a backdoor deal.
I think the confusion is that you all think he's getting the car like as his car. I don't think that he's getting the car. I think he's going to
no, because he says right there, while my car is being repaired.
Yeah, but again, I mean, on one hand, I see what John's saying. You know, he needed a car. They gave him a car, and they got a shout out for, you know, giving him a car to use.
Mm-hmm.
It still just strikes me as like,
would I give it a shout out? Well, I would. I mean, I've given companies a shout out before that have helped me out. Like I'll say it right now, Soundcore, Anchor. I had an issue with my headphones. They didn't know who I was. They don't know that I do this. They don't know whatever I tweeted to them. They got back in touch with me. They said, hey, we'll give you 15% back, and just go buy new ones and send us the broken ones. They were physically broken, actually under warranty. They didn't have to do a damn thing, but they did. And that's their customer service right there. And Jeff did a video recently on their truly wireless earbuds. So, I mean, I sent out a couple of tweets about them too, saying they took good care of me. So backdoor deal. Thanks, John. That's not what I said.
So Jason, if you had 7 million subscribers and you had a car accident and a car company reached out to loan you a car, would you feel the same way? I mean,
I wouldn't take it.
You wouldn't take it, really?
No way.
Why? Okay, why wouldn't you take the car?
Because
I'm not talking about a free car. I'm talking about if they loaned you a car, why wouldn't you not take it?
Because they wouldn't loan a car to somebody who really needed it. And if I've got 7 million subscribers, I don't really need it. I can take care of myself. Okay. There are plenty of people out there in the world who would be like taking the bus for months.
Doesn't Tesla, as a Tesla owner, they automatically give you a loan or something like that if something happens, like given the cost or something? I thought there was some sort of perk that way. Or I mean, I know with my insurance company, if anything ever happens, I have an automatic rental like that.
Yeah, right, I know. So the same thing with me. Like my car, I got into an accident with my car. It needed repaired. It needed a new door. They had to order the door, so they got me a rental. You know, I drove around in my car was a Chevy Volt. I spent 2 weeks driving around in a Ford Expedition, which that was ironic. And that's how it works. I mean, if that's how your insurance works, but I still come from this place where a car accident like that could totally destroy somebody's livelihood, could totally destroy the fabric of their day-to-day life, to the point where they might not be able to keep their job, or they might not be able to put food on the table. And so it just seems like completely out of whack to me, other than it just being about PR and marketing.
But at the end of the day, that's pretty much what it is. It's PR and marketing. It's nothing more, nothing less. You were talking about how you could take care of yourself. You wouldn't need somebody to loan you the car. Well, theoretically, you could afford smartphones too. If any company sends you smartphones, you don't need them to send you smartphones. They send them to you anyway to get your review or whatnot. So, like I said, again,
well, here's the thing. When I get to the place where, and you know, the next phone season, I will be in a position to buy the phones that I review. Mm-hmm. I won't have to have somebody give me, only one company gave me a phone, and that was Pixel, and I wasn't going to buy it anyway. So they got some free pub by giving me one. Mm-hmm. But I will not take free phones from manufacturers once I can purchase them myself. Because all right. That just seems like a conflict of interest to me, because phones are what my channel is known for. Phones are what I sort of stake my claim as a reviewer on. And so therefore it feels a lot better to me to be free and clear of any potential conflict of interest by purchasing the phone myself instead of having it given to me.
I understand. I don't know how else to describe. Like, I understand where you're coming from, Jason. I don't know. Like, I see how there might, how you're saying that there's a conflict here, but at the same time, it's like Gianosa said in the chat there. A few other people have said as well. It's smart. It's smart PR. It's a win-win for everybody, and I agree. But I mean, did it have to be? I don't know.
So Jason's ideology is why he's having an issue. Okay, and that's
right.
Cool.
And technically, T, like, I'm not bringing this up specifically, this issue. This was like the catalyst of me thinking about this. I'm not making it an issue about, like, MKBHD so much as I'm asking the question about what is okay and what is not okay when you're an influencer, and how close do you cut to that bone?
All I'm going to say is that you may have some very hard questions to answer, because there's a lot of companies that send products to influencers for impartial reviews. It's not necessarily people getting paid to do videos and whatnot, but companies are sending products out to influencers to do impartial reviews. And right. I believe that you can do that without a conflict of interest, but it sounds like you don't think that you can do that without a conflict of interest. So I don't know.
Well, I specifically said what I said about phones.
Mhm.
I feel like I would be better served to get the phones myself and use them without that connection to the company.
Okay, but how is that any different from getting a phone case from a company?
A phone case doesn't cost like $900.
So it's it's a matter of cost now.
No,
Okay,
it's not about the cost. It's just if I know I want to do a review of something, I don't want to be paid for it. And so I just don't like the idea of that.
Okay,
So-
but Zach has said on many occasions that a sponsored video where money is exchanged is much different from a partnership where a company sending you a particular product.
Right. Yeah.
So the fact that Acura gave MKBHD a car is not a sponsored deal. They just did him a favor. They loaned him a car. They loaned him a product. Even though the product is very, very expensive, they loaned him an expensive product. At the end of the day, it is a product.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I don't have a leg to stand on here. Maybe I don't have a leg to stand on. Maybe the utilitarian thinkers among you say like, you know, shortest route from A to B is the best route to take.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it just sits wrong. And I'm trying to think about, like, I know if a company came to me, if I was in his position and a company came to me, I know I would not take it.
So if you got into a car accident tomorrow, and you know that what do you drive? You drive a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in Jeep, you already know that your insurance company, like, let's say whatever insurance company, you know that you're going to get an equivalent vehicle while yours is in the shop. But let's say Cadillac came along, Jason, we want to loan, we want you to use this Escalade for the next 2 weeks while your car's in the shop. You would say no?
I would say no.
Yeah.
You know, because it just maybe it's cars that occupy this really sort of different space for me in my head, but cars are sort of I can't explain this in a way that doesn't just sound like
honestly. So Brandon just asked the question, what would I do? I don't know, because I honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I've only ever been in a situation once where I had to use a loaner for a short time. My insurance company hooked me up within 24 hours. They dropped it off at the house, and because I had other things to worry about. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. I wish I had an answer. I might have an answer for you tomorrow. But right now, when I think about everything, I'm trying to weigh everything.
Thank you, Steve.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, it is a thing that I'm at the precipice of having to think about this. I have been doing sponsorships in front of some of my videos. I have been talking to people about doing more sponsorships. And I know that I need to do that kind of stuff in order to make help my channel grow to the point where I can do the channel full time.
Mm-hmm.
There will be gray areas all the way through that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I guess, is it any different than, say, you know, somebody coming to me or to somebody else and say, hey, really like your videos. We want to give you, you know, a free, you know, gross of black hoodies.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is wear them and put a link. You know, I don't know. I don't. So
okay. So do you now? I'm looking at the tweet right now,
yeah.
And of course, there's all sorts of people. Blah blah blah. That doesn't seem like there's too many people that are like, kind of like. There's a few people that kind of share your view here as well. Do you think he'll end up doing a video or something like that talking about how this all came about and everything like that? Because I think there's obviously more to this and everything like that, and maybe then, Jason, it'll kind of put your mind at, like, do you know what I mean? I know I see where you're coming from, and I share some of that view, but like I've been asked by 4 different people already in the chat, like, what would I do? I don't know what I would do. I just because I've been in the situation before and I had a loaner taken care of, and I know what to come to expect or anything like that. But do I need a super fancy vehicle? I'm the kind of person I just need to get from A to B. I mean, I drive like I'm buying an Escalade in the spring. That's the plan.
Right.
But I drive a high-end Santa Fe right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing special, right? My wife drives a Honda something. I don't know. It's the CRV, right? Because she likes the Honda brand, right? So,
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's probably like what Jason, like John said there. I mean, several other people said as well that Acura saw an opportunity or whatever dealership it was, and they called them up and said, "Hey, we got a vehicle for you." And then as a thanks, he tweeted it out. I mean, wouldn't you tweet it out? I mean, I know I would if I was sent something. And I've done it before in the past where I've been sent this and that, or I've purchased something or whatever it was. And I've tweeted out, "Hey, check it out what I got," or this was sent to me. So,
right. Yeah,
I understand where you're coming from though. So, Viper's been quiet. Oh, he's eating.
Oh, he's still eating. Yes.
So,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like I say, maybe I don't have a leg to stand on. There's something about cars that is very, very personal and very, very much like. So, going back in my history, like my dad was a Chevy guy, and he would not drive anything but a Chevy.
See now,
he actively hated Ford.
Hold on.
Right?
So this is the third time now you've brought up the value of the product. And I think this is what it comes down for you, what you have an issue with. It's not the fact that it was a free car or here's a loaner. It's the value of the product. Is that the root of this, Jason?
It's that, but it's also this thing that I'm trying to get to. So I grew up having biases toward certain makes of vehicles, right? And like I would never drive a Ford. Okay. So I think one thing that might
fix or repair deal. Neither would I.
I think one thing that triggered me when I saw that Acura had stepped up and lent him a car was that, like, what about the brand loyalty to Tesla? Shouldn't Tesla be in that picture?
And that's part of my question as well. And I'm hoping that he does a follow-up tweet or even a video, because I thought as a Tesla owner, you would automatically, not that they would hand you one, but maybe a loaner, or maybe through his insurance company, but maybe just Acura got to him first. I don't know. I mean, it's been what, barely 48 hours since this happened. It happened on Sunday?
The other thing that we're not talking about here is that the accident was not his fault. So it's not the onus is not on him or Tesla or his insurance company to take care of it.
Sure. We only know his side of the story, Viper.
It was not his fault.
Well, I mean, you can tell by the damage,
man.
No, I'm just, hold on. I'm not saying it was his fault. I'm not saying, but we don't know. We don't know the story. We weren't there.
You can tell by the damage that he was not at fault. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, I think that's true, and it definitely looks like somebody drove up his side as opposed to anything else, just by the pattern of the damage. So so Miyobi asks, like, should he have not talked about the accident at all? I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I know that I've had conversations with Roberto Blake about, like, sticking on message with my channel. I don't think it's as crucial a thing with someone of the size of MKBHD, and he does talk about cars quite a bit, but this was more vloggy than most of what he does. That video was more vloggy. But I don't know. Again, I wanted to talk about this because I know it rubbed me the wrong way when I saw it, and I couldn't quite put my finger on why.
I think it's the value of the product is what's getting you, not the fact that it was a loan. I mean, it sounds like for the wording from the tweet that it's just a loaner. So,
yeah, I think this is going to be one of those times where me and Jason are going to have to agree to disagree.
I don't think that knowing how much he's endorsed and loves the Tesla brand, I can't see him sticking with an Acura or having two. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that was my other thought process. I'm like, he's a Tesla dude. He's not gonna
There's no way.
Acura. No.
Yeah. You know who would have a good insight about the whole program of whether this and that would be Andrew Edwards, because he has a Tesla, right?
Yeah, two.
Yeah, two of them. There you go. Yeah, his wife drives one. Yeah, so.
Well, I was talking with Aaron from the channel For the Love of Tech, and he was talking about how he bought a Tesla for his husband, and his husband really didn't like the car, and there was a whole like the way Tesla sells cars is not the way other companies sell cars. You know, you have to do this 45-day bloody blah, all this other stuff. You got to put some money down and then lock it in with some other money, and then you get a pickup date, and there's question as to whether or not you are going to get, if you decide to cancel, whether or not you can get that money back.
I've got a comment on my, I'm sorry, I have to read this. I got tired of the car debate, so I came here. I'm sorry, sorry. Yeah. It's fun.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think
we're gonna find out more details. I think we're gonna find out more details. Like he'll probably tell us, like, well, no, I guarantee he'll do a whole video, you know, from the point of the crash to this is what happened. You know, we'll probably find out that he was offered this or that by Tesla or maybe by his insurance company, but he ended up going to the Acura, and this is why. So I look forward to that, right?
Well, if we get that much detail, I'll be glad to have it, but I don't expect it.
I think we'll get the details.
So,
I mean, as much details as what Marquez normally gives up, but yeah. I saw your replies though. Really?
Yeah.
I actually read them in your voice too. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah.
Steve Freeman says, well, he said that he also owns a Tesla and they were difficult to deal with, but then he retracted the message.
Yeah. And as for like what it's kind of funny because John messaged me privately. Do I think there's any backdoor deal? No. I think the conversation probably went like this: ring, ring. Hey, Marquez, it's so and so from Acura. We saw your accident. Can we help you out with this? Hey, cool, right? And then they come deliver it to him, and he takes a picture, right? Like I retract what I said. I don't think it was like this. Hey, we got a brand new, and you know, whatever model it is, as long as you tweet for us. I don't think that happened. I don't think the conversation went like that at all. But I mean, we've all tweeted out shout outs here and there for companies, people that have helped us out here and there, right? So,
right, yeah. And maybe there is no difference. Maybe it's just a matter of scale. Like, you know,
like I said, I think the root of your issue with this is the value of said thing, right? Like, what? Okay, let's rephrase this tweet. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the tweet. Tweet says this: huge shout out to my friends at Acura, like the actual Acura. They saw the Apollo video yesterday, rolled up in the 2018 MDX 24 hours later. What if the tweet said this? Huge shout out to my friends at Honda. They saw the Apollo damage yesterday and it rolled up with a 2017 CRV. Would you feel the same way? No, seriously.
I don't think he would take that.
But no. Don't. No. Answer the question.
Well,
would you feel the same way?
That's part of the issue.
Would you feel the same way?
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you would. This is all about the value of the product, dude.
I know. And like I say, maybe it's a problem that is exclusive to me. But it just seems like gratuitous.
Yeah.
And it is gratuitous. I mean, it is a gratuity. He's given the use of this car. So I
don't think Marquez could fit in a Pinto, Brandon. I think he's too tall.
Yeah, Pinto. Well, I mean,
by the way, I fit in a Mini Cooper, and it's effing hilarious. I'll find the picture and I'll send it out one of these days.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we've talked it to death.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've come up with any. We may be more confused now than we were when we started.
I know that my views changed 3 times since we started talking about this.
I have no confusion at all.
See, yeah, see, Steve Freeman says it would make more sense if he said, "Hey, my good friends at Tesla did this. It's the brand change. It's the brand change for me as well."
Well, that's part of me. That's partly my question. Why didn't Tesla step up? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, we don't. But the thing is, we don't.
We don't know. We don't know.
There's a whole like I think we'll see another video and maybe another video when it's all completely done. Right. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if you brought out a video talking about like the technology or things like this Acura? Like, is this Acura, the MDX? Is it do we know if it's like hybrid or anything like that?
Do we know if it's what?
If it's a hybrid?
I don't know. But
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure there's much technology in it regardless.
It's an SUV. Like, look, this is a nice vehicle.
It is nice.
I might have to go try one of these instead of the. No, I want the Escalade.
See, look, it's working.
I've always
It's working.
I've always wanted an Escalade.
So
I don't know if I want an Escalade or if I want someone to drive me around in an Escalade. I think I just want somebody to drive me around in an Escalade.
yeah, I don't.
Viper, you want to move up here and drive me around?
Oh,
I don't
baby,
want anybody. I don't know. I don't want anybody to drive me around.
MSRP.
So
Canadian,
when I was
54.
watching this live stream on my brand new toy, my JBL Link View, I
Oh,
heard Jason say that he never purchased anything on Black Friday.
Yeah, never have.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome that JBL hooked you up, man. Those are nice speakers.
Oh no, they did. Yeah, I brought that on my own, buddy.
Oh, you bought the JBL on your own?
Yeah, I brought the JBL on my own.
Oh, I thought they hooked you up. Okay.
No, I wish. No. I brought
No,
them myself.
They make some nice. They're a competing speaker of mine against some of the brands that I sell, but they're nice. They're very nice.
The sound on that thing is ridiculous. But yeah, I heard that loud and clear. Jason said he never brought anything on Black Friday. Wow, that's incredible.
never did. Never.
I've already-
Probably never will.
Wow.
I don't like what it represents. I don't like what it encourages us as a species to do.
You mean capitalism and trying to, or not capitalism, but I mean,
No, it's just so manipulative. It's
taking advantage of a holiday. Do you think it's retailers taking advantage of a holiday?
I think it's retailers creating a quote unquote holiday that the only purpose for it existing is to buy things.
Yeah.
And that's these are my own personal values. I just don't feel super comfortable with that. I thought about, like, I know it's stupid to not make videos as a tech YouTuber. It's stupid not to make videos that, have affiliate links and talk about all this stuff. I did it last year. I didn't feel good about it. I'm not making those videos this year. Because I don't know.
Wait, you mean product videos?
Well, no, the like, ooh, crazy Black Friday, go get these things. I don't want to be part of that.
It's ironic because I actually have a product video coming out this Thursday that I never thought about it, and I just looked it up now, and it's actually on sale on Black Friday. So I didn't.
Yeah, but see, it's one thing. Like, see, a lot of people are like making these videos where it's like a whole roundup of, these are the things that sound good to me on Black Friday, and that doesn't feel like something that I want to be doing, I guess. Because and Brandon says he's about to do 6 Black Friday videos. I could put affiliate links in these videos and probably make a little bit more money, but I just, it just feels weird to me.
So you definitely sound like you want to keep on going down the sponsor, like the ad drop thing at the start, middle, or end, rather than even doing links for the future for yourself.
I don't mind doing links. I mean, I have links in my description of all the stuff that I use and all that. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any problem promoting those things because they're products that I use and that I would encourage people to use. It's just Black Friday doesn't. I don't like it.
All right, tell you what. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
Whip out your guitar. Tell us
All right.
about the guitar.
No. We got to go back. We got to rewind real quick. Because it almost sounds to me like you have the almost similar issue to Black Friday that you do about this MKBHD situation. They almost sound similar to me.
They are. Yeah. They are.
Okay.
They're very similar.
Okay.
I have problems at times reconciling the fact that I make tech videos and basically make.
So wait. Do you have a problem with advertisements and the Sears catalog during Christmas? Everybody loves the Sears catalog, Jason.
I don't think the Sears catalog exists anymore.
I know. I'm just saying. That's how old I am.
No,
but seriously, do you have a problem with like advertisements during Christmas and everything?
No,
like during the holiday season.
No, I guess not. I mean,
how's that? Because we're just now getting into the thick of it. I have a problem with advertisers that advertise and put out Christmas things before Remembrance Day. Wait till after the 11th, and then let's go forward. But that's just me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with advertising on a day-to-day level.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a problem with advertising in terms of how it works and how it's retrained and enculturated entire generations of people to value things that they wouldn't have valued in the same way before. It's completely rewired the human brain.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knows it. Like the average person is not critically thinking aware of the fact that they have been programmed to listen to these messages and then act on those messages. And the line between fact and advertisement is so thin, it's almost completely not there.
I think your issue with advertisement goes a tad bit deeper than what you're even talking about right now. I think your issue with advertisement boils down to societal expectations and norms, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because the reason why you feel like people are programmed is because that is the way that society presents these things to us, these material things. Society makes these material things out to be more important, and the advertisers feed upon that materialistic nature of societal norms, which in turn perpetuate the way advertisers go about their business. And I think that's where your problem really is.
Yeah. I mean,
advertisers have to do something now to get people's attention. I remember at the start of the year, I can't remember what news program I was watching. They said that 2018 will be the year of heartstring type advertising, stuff that'll make you go, "Aw," right? And really kind of hit you there, right?
Yeah.
And it's true. When I look back at some of the advertisements this year that I really liked, or ones that spoke to me, I went, "Oh yeah, okay." That's how you have to get through to people nowadays, right? Because people want, I don't know, it just advertise.
So we learned at a Vid Summit that YouTube is cutting down on cursing. Now I said that we know that they're doing that because brands don't want their ads in front of curse words.
Right.
And I said on Twitter when that first the week of or the week after that, it's not the advertisers that are to blame for that. It's the consumer. The consumers don't like profanity, and the advertisers gear their advertising toward what consumers like. So because the average consumer is not a fan of profanity, the advertisers don't want their advertisement be associated or contain profanity.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
Right. And so even on the creator end, like if you want to be attractive to advertisers, and this is the whole, I'm having a crisis here because it's silly to care about whether or not you can say curse words. I mean, I realize that you make your message more available to more people by not cursing, right? So that's not a big deal.
When I used to DJ, So that was 10. Like the last time I actually DJ'd a show, hosted Name That Tune or Karaoke it's been about 13 years, 14 years. My boss used to have a saying, and it just go with what I'm saying, disregard the person that it refers to. His saying used to be, if Bill Cosby can do a 3-hour stand-up show, you can do an hour and a half DJ gig without swearing. Right? So
Yeah.
never mind what Cosby's done, but that was the analogy. Like if Bill Cosby can do a 3.5, 4-hour comedy bit without saying one curse, not even the word hell or
Right.
damn,
Right.
then I can do an hour and a half gig in a bar without swearing once on the microphone.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I have cursed mainly on live streams.
Fuck yeah.
But
Sorry.
but I've cut down on that.
Yeah.
Because the benefits that I might reap from cursing aren't going to outweigh the negatives, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I cursed in front of my child from birth, which I know probably makes me a heathen in some people's eyes, but that's okay.
My little girl was running around here 2 weeks ago dropping F-bombs, and I've never sworn around her like that. I'm like, where did she learn?
Yeah, Jenna, no way.
Yeah, she was like effing this, and I'm like, and I looked at my wife and I went, did she just? And we both kind of giggled for half a second, and then we went, no, wait, okay, we have to parent. What? She learned the words at daycare, and we had to teach her that, we told her, we said that's a word, but you don't use it all the time. In fact, you have to be this tall in order to use it. Like, she's really short. You have to be this tall. You'd be as tall as dad.
Well, your daughter is never going to be as tall as you.
No,
that's not going to happen.
I'm 6'1". Yeah. Yeah, Shannon, exactly. We have to, like, we kind of giggled for a second, but yeah, man, it was shocking because we could hear her down the hallway, effing this and effing that, and I'm like not even my 6-year-old son stuff like that. I'm like, where did she learn this? We don't swear around our kids. We try not to.
Yeah. It's never been like, I never went out of my way to do it, but I've never sort of censored.
I think people that this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. I think people that excessively swear like every second or third word, I can't stand being around people like that.
I can either.
Even when I go out and I have a few drinks and I get silly, I don't even swear like that. And even when I'm around people like that, when we're getting silly and they're like that, I'm like, come on, dude, like, cool it with because it just, to me, it makes you seem like you're not intelligent. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's so techie guy here just made that point. He said, for what it's worth, I appreciate the not cursing. It does make you sound more intelligent and professional, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's a worthwhile point.
Yep, exactly. It's exactly, yeah. I appreciate when people swear and a quacking sound comes out. That is hilarious. I find it funnier when somebody swears and there's like a beep or like a sound. Like with Front Page Tech right now with the quacking. Do you remember Epic Mealtime? Do you remember Epic Mealtime?
Yes, I do.
So when they swore, there was like a quacking sound. It was very similar to what Front Page Tech uses, and I just hilarious. That's funnier than actually hearing it.
Yeah,
like I love the movie Goodfellas.
Yeah,
I think Goodfellas set a record for the F-bomb being used the most until Casino came out.
Yeah,
that's Joe Pesci, hey.
Well, I mean, I think when you're going for a realistic portrayal of a certain demographic,
yeah,
and if that demographic happens to be a demographic that curses up a storm.
Jeff says, I definitely do not curse my videos. He once, he knows what I'm going to talk about. He once called the bass, and I think it was a set of headphones. He said the bass and these are such a boner killer. He got demonetized for saying boner killer. It was just so funny.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's a good description. That's a good description.
So it was a speaker, yeah. I still think about that whole situation. It's so funny.
Yeah. So I don't know. This has been a weird podcast because I
What are
feel
we
like I've just
Are we-
talked.
oh
in
yeah.
circles.
Someone was saying, are we going to talk about the S10 and there's 6 videos? There's 6 cameras.
Yeah, the S10 apparently will have 6 cameras.
That's crazy. So 3 on the back, 3 on the front.
3 in the back, 3 on the front.
I mean-
and it's going to be 6.7 inches.
This Huawei Mate 20 Pro has 3 on the back and has 2 in the front.
Yeah, because more cameras equal more care. Woohoo!
Right. If it's done properly, it's good. I'll tell you this right now. This camera is a killer right here.
Yeah. I still have a Painfully Honest Truth episode coming out about how like we care too much about smartphone cameras.
Gino says, I believe that. That's actually a good movie. I don't generally like DiCaprio, but that's a good movie. Wolf of Wall Street.
I haven't.
Steve,
I've always meant to see it. Haven't seen it.
you haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
You need to watch it this weekend. This week. You have a week. You have until next Tuesday to watch it. Please, 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 please watch it.
If it's still on Netflix, I'll
It's
watch
not on Netflix. Just don't be
it.
so
Used to
cheap
be
and
on
rent it.
Netflix.
Just watch it, okay?
All right.
The best part is when he's trying to crawl into the Ferrari and he thought it went one way and went to another. Oh my god, so
All right.
funny.
So, question is: are there a lot of drugs and drinking in?
Oh yes.
Okay, that's why I haven't watched it.
There's as many drugs and drinking as there is kernels of popcorn at LeBaron's shop.
That's why I didn't watch it,
Why?
because I don't like to see that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you should still watch it.
it makes me uncomfortable
Okay. Fair enough.
because I'm an alcoholic.
It's got Robbie. What's her name?
Margot Robbie. Yes, I know
Margot Robbie.
No. You used to be, Jason. You used to be.
that. What? No, you're always an alcoholic. You never stop being an alcoholic.
How many years have you been? How many years have you been without a drink now?
I haven't had a drink in 6+ years.
Good for
So
you.
how can you still be an alcoholic and you haven't had a drink in 6 years?
Because it's like if I took a drink tomorrow, I would be as bad as I was before by the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you just said you haven't did it in 6 years though.
Yeah, but it's kind of like herpes. Okay,
Here we
wow,
go.
Wow.
The herpes reference.
Hey.
you might not always have the symptoms of the disease, or herpes is a virus, but still, you know what I mean. But it's still present in your makeup.
Mm.
All right.
So the whole idea is that like you're never actually you're always actually an alcoholic.
A couple people
you're
said
an
so
alcoholic
far.
that doesn't drink at the moment.
Okay, I think you made your point.
A couple of people said in the chat here, the smartest guy in the room is a movie about Enron. That'll be a
Yes.
good one to watch.
It's an actual documentary about Enron, and
Okay, that'll be one to
I used to show it to my business school students.
Yeah. Have you seen Thank You for Smoking?
No,
That's really good. It's got Aaron Eckhart in it. Really good. Thank You for Smoking.
yeah, but the Enron thing, Enron is a good example of exactly what we've been talking about, just sort of out of control consumerism.
Mhm.
They at first they set up all these shell companies and they sold energy like you would sell like a pyramid scheme, right?
Mhm.
And that they held the California energy grid hostage and all this other stuff. But then this is part of the reason why Blockbuster went under. They decided that they would do the same thing. So the idea was there would be times when one area would not be using a ton of energy.
Mhm.
And so you could funnel that energy over to a place that needed it. And so you're just kind of like bartering energy, right?
Mhm.
So then they decided that they were going to do the same thing with broadband. They sold Blockbuster on the fact that that they would be able to bank bandwidth for Blockbuster so they could use it to compete with Netflix.
Okay.
And the fact that they bought that is unbelievable, because can you bank bandwidth? Can you be like, well, I'm not using my bandwidth right now, so I'm going to save it?
No, I don't. No. Well,
for
knowing
your
what we
mobile-
know now, I mean,
For your mobile phone contract, maybe. But yeah, Blockbuster was like, yeah, okay. They'll sell it to us for cheaper than it would normally be because they saved it from someplace else. Enron was just a huge scam. It was a pyramid scheme set up by people who didn't give a damn about human beings. So that's the moral of the story.
Okay.
Aditya says, yeah. Thank you for that. Did I like the book The Great Gatsby, or specifically did you find the character perspective narrator was a weird choice that made the story kind of an awkward,
random weird question?
Okay, so I love The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby gets my vote for best great American novel ever. And a very interesting question about the point of view who the narrator is. Okay, so it's called The Great Gatsby, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the narrator is not The Great Gatsby. The narrator is the guy next door who just sees everything that's happening and facilitates, but is not necessarily involved. So it's almost like a weird second person. And it does create a certain kind of feeling. Nick Carraway is a surrogate for you and me as we watch this guy just burn to the ground.
You're getting really deep here.
Well, this is what I do.
Okay.
I mean,
I've never seen or read The Great Gatsby.
Well,
You know,
that is a problem.
I know there's a lot of words, but you know what book I did read?
There's 148 pages. 148 pages. That's it. You can read it in a day.
I read The 14th Colony 3 times now.
Well, good for you. I'm going to assume that you liked it.
Mm-hmm. And in a very dark way. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good book, man. You're good. You should write another book.
I have another book finished.
Oh, do you? Okay, now get your guitar out. Let's do the guitar.
There's the guitar. I'm not gonna.
Come on, play us a little play. If you want to see Jason play a little tune here on the thing, type in bum, BUM. Type the word bum in chat.
Bum. Now, is that bum as in like homeless person, or is that bum as in like?
That's up to you. Bum in the chat if you want Jason to do a little tune on his brand new, expensive, crazy ass guitar. So we got one bum, we got two bums, got three bums, we got a bum, another just bum. Look, the chat's full of bums. See how I did that?
So Septian, The Jungle is nonfiction, so it can't be the great American novel. All right, so we got a lot of bums.
We got a lot of bums in the chat.
I guess I got to play something. Viper, you okay with this?
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Look at that thing. That's
So,
pretty.
no, this isn't the first time we've heard you play guitar.
So what should I do? Should I do something that I wrote, or should I do something that
Do your own little thing.
Kryptonite.
take this $3 bottle of wine, take this memory, take this little piece of time, and put it all in the back of your mind. Leave it alone, 'cause you're gonna need something to hold. You're gonna want something, just a little piece of gold. On nights like these, when the nights are cold, and I leave you alone. They say I'm bad for you. I'll only leave you high and dry. We both know I never mean to make you cry. I'm not the man I need to be. I got wants that can't be stopped. No, I just can't leave it alone. All right, that's half the song.
Wow. That was awesome, man.
Thank you.
Talent, man.
Wow. I'm glad we didn't go to karaoke because I would have lost.
I told you. I told you.
Yeah, no, I know. Wow. That was great. You guys all got a real treat there. That was awesome.
Like I said, I'm starting a new channel. Stuff like that's going to be on it.
That's great, man.
Once I weed out the other channels that I started with the same name.
I know how to press play.
Thank you, Shannon.
And turn on music that way. That's it. Hey, should we do Hell for Review to wrap things up?
Yeah, maybe we should. Because
you want to do Hell for Review?
Let's do some Hell for Review. Everybody's cool with that, right? Everybody loves Hell for Review.
Everybody loves Hell for Review.
You want to start? You want to start, Zach?
Yeah. Let me just check here. I knew there was a link in here earlier. No, I don't have anything Hell for Review because people like me, Jason. Your turn.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, man. Honestly, there's nothing in there, dude. There's nothing in there.
All right. Held for Review.
Hell for Review, Roaming Gambler, is where Jason goes into his Hell for Review section, the comments on his videos, and he reads them for us, like swear words and everything. So if you got kids in the room, plug their ears with something.
Okay, so here we go. I got a bunch of Held for Review comments on my most recent video already.
Which video is this?
This is the Ben Tests Are Stupid video.
Okay, so I haven't watched this video yet, but go on. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to watch it tonight, though. Yeah.
So Dark Dennis 1961 says, "You're stupid." Okay.
Well, there you go.
Han Solo says, "To be painfully honest, your content gets more Apple fanboyish every single upload. To be painfully honest, your content could be awesome if you were actually painfully honest, but you're not. You're just another subpar tech reviewer with his hands in all in sponsors' pockets. If Apple isn't paying you, that's even sadder."
Is that one whole sentence?
No, he used punctuation.
Well, so really?
I'll give him credit for that. Yeah.
Points for that.
Yeah.
Points for that.
But
okay.
I guess I'm just a subpar
tech reviewer. Does Viper have any Held for Review?
No. No, you don't. I'm just reading down the list here. So do you not filter Viper or?
No, my Held for Review is usually just stuff that has like hashtags and stuff that shouldn't even be in there.
Right. Okay, so Mihub Isa says, "I think you are stupid dumbass." Wow. Or no, stupid damn ass.
Damn ass.
DAMASS.
Wow.
Damn-ass. Yes. Let's see.
Damn it.
Okay. Here we've got Expositotamus or something. I don't know what it is. So if Granny sits on your iPad, get fucked. You were using it wrong. This is not the right attitude. I'm not saying devices should be impervious to being sat on, but it's hardly beyond Apple's skill to design a device that will survive most sitting incidents. This new iPad won't. Is it just me, or has our painfully honest tech host started to become a fanboy with his iMac Pro, iPhone XR, and iPad?
Ooh.
I don't know. Is it just him? Here's
wait, are you talking about me?
no.
Because I deserve that shot.
And somebody named, actually, that comment. No, this is the next one. Bara Adel Awad. I like your vids, but I have to disagree. Don't just talk of the need for talking for 1K devices. It shouldn't break if my grandma sits on it. We all love the new iPad and the design, but that is a weakness, so stop defending it. Me disagreeing with you doesn't mean I hate your content.
You idiot! Your iPad's not going to break if you sit on it. Stop it. It's annoying. God, boy.
Our friend Simply Beth says,
Uh-oh.
No.
Hell for review?
you're stupid.
Oh!
Did you just call it? Okay.
I don't know what that's all about, but it's right there in Hell for Review.
Is it the same one? Is it the same person?
Yeah.
It's Simply Beth.
No. Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Is she still in the chat?
Christian Federico, who was in here earlier, says, no, they are not. And then Ivan is the reason that he's in here. Ivan responds, Christian Federico, they're retarded. That's not a nice word to use. So that's why.
Simply says, she says, I was kidding.
Don't back down, Beth. Don't back down.
So
did she put a winky face with it at least or something like that?
She put like cry emojis, you know, like
that doesn't mean that you're kidding.
I don't know. I don't speak emoji, so I can't decipher.
I was going to sing again for her tonight, but I'm not going to now. I'm very disappointed in you, Beth.
Was it the short tier or the long tier?
It's just like the tears coming out of the corners of the eyes.
Oh, that's the kidding emoji. Okay, she was kidding.
Was it rolling?
No, it wasn't rolling.
I usually do the rolling. I do one straight, then one rolling, and one because it signifies that I'm crying, laughing.
Okay.
No. You have to tell us these things, man. You can't just read the text.
I don't speak emoji.
just describe it.
Yeah, she was kidding. She was messing with you.
Okay. Well, she's still in Held for Review, and I should leave her there.
He put you painfully on his timeout.
Oh, Beth, thanks for being a sport.
Okay, so I'll do a few more here. I'll go down to the end of the page. So Brian Collins, who doesn't capitalize apparently his first name, for this is on my I sold my iPhone to get an iPhone video. You're as in I own it, not you are.
Oh.
Full of shit. He did use a poop emoji instead of an eye.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So, okay. And then Don Juan DeMarco, for the same video, says he used the right you are a fool, bro. He didn't put in a comma though. So that's, you got to put a comma after fool. Fool, bro, because there's a pause there. Your channel is trash. That's all he said.
Yeah.
But he's watching you.
Darko Lukachevich says, just a passenger on your channel, saw a couple of videos. You are most idiotic YouTuber ever. Shits on Apple, buys Apple, gets rid of Apple, cycle, repeat. Nobody should trust your videos because they are not honest. Neither, or that's not a word. You seem so. I don't know. The only painful thing here is to watch you. Don't subscribe. If you're mentally sane people.
Dude, they're watching you anyway, idiot. Oh my God.
So it sounds like what's the guy who met Rich Brown? That sounds like Rich Brown.
We're not using names, Zach. Okay.
RB. That sounds like RB.
Anyway, Just Business. This is for my Can the iPad Pro replace a laptop video. Just Business says, "Shut up, old bitch. Concentrate on your retirement plans."
Wow. Yeah.
Concentrate on your
man, bro. Nobody mad. Wow.
So there's that. Then we got Foxorano 9T. No, there's nothing negative in that. I love my Surface Book. I can connect my Blu-ray player through USB ports and watch movies that are not available on digital services. There was no reason for that to be held for review.
Did they put a link?
No link or anything. I don't understand it.
Interesting.
Okay, Saud Kazia says, and this is the last one on this page, so it will be the last one that I read.
Okay.
I thought you were at least a bit truthful, but this is painfully pathetic crap. I'm done with this bullshit at Pro Apple channel. I'm going to remove this absolutely pathetic Apple ball sucking channel from my feed. I subbed when you had the Note 9 and you were showing some signs of sanity. Then I unsubbed when you went back on all the good you did when you had the Note 9. But now, B-U-T-T, but now you are turning into a sheep and I can do without that.
You ever notice it's always the Samsung Knights that just go ballistic?
And this comment was on my Mac versus PC. They're not the same thing video.
Baby.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
And it's always people that are upset because you're not validating their opinion.
Well, I mean, I think people also think I'm mentally ill, which isn't wrong, but I take medication.
Well, there you go.
So, you know
Mm.
you know how it is.
I understand.
So anyway, that is the Painfully Honest Tech Podcast for this Tuesday night, November 20th, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you're watching and listening, if you're listening, this is probably the most confusing podcast that we've ever done.
We didn't really have an agenda tonight. Jason and I literally messaged each other like 20 minutes before, and we're like, "Dude, we're doing a show, right?"
There was no tech news today that was worthwhile, so we had to talk about other stuff.
Now, are we gonna do after hours?
No, I got a date with Battlefield 5 people.
Oh,
Okay.
Jason,
Yo,
what are you doing tomorrow night?
nothing. Well, it's my daughter's birthday. I don't know, but I'll be free in the evening.
Tomorrow night, my pre-holiday live stream is going down tomorrow night. It's gonna be a party, man.
All right, I'll come party with you.
All right.
I'm promoting this link because I can.
You do it. I've got it on Xbox, but I'm playing on PS4 too.
If you want to win a OnePlus 60,
I'll probably get the PC version as well. But
I'm doing my gaming on PS4 too these days.
yeah, that's what I've got going on. Play with my good friend Curtis, who is he's been my friend for 30 years at this point. So we get on and we shoot some things and we talk about stuff. He lives in Buffalo, New York, and I live in Iowa. So anyway, no after hours tonight. Sorry, everybody, but we'll be back again sometime soon. I'll be on Viper's channel tomorrow night, hanging out, doing the thing.
I'll be in the comment section unless I get an invite. We'll see.
You'll probably be in there too. Everybody can be in there tomorrow night, I'm guessing.
Cool.
That's cool. Can you give us a hint at anybody else is coming on? Can you get the elusive John Prosser to join?
John Prosser's been avoiding my live streams like the plague. I have no idea.
I think he's like hyper focused to get the video out, and then he's just like, do you know what I mean? Like he just needs to turn off. I think that's what it is.
It's possible. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, if not tonight, but probably tomorrow, I'll be releasing the video on my other channel.
Can you link your other channel in the chat? Like how many subs are on there right now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I can't find it.
What?
Come on. What's your channel? What's the channel name?
seriously, if you look up Jason T. Lewis, there are at least three channels that are mine,
Jason T. Lewis. Okay.
and they're all for something different.
Okay, so there's one that's got 2 subscribers, 3 videos.
Yeah.
There's another one that has 2 subscribers and 2 videos.
Yep.
Then there's one that has a picture of like Boba Fett. Then there's another one of you. You got different.
That
with
one's
4
not my
subscribers
channel.
and 8 videos.
Yeah.
These are
4.
all you? Are these all yours?
No, the one that has the picture of whatever that is, that's not me.
Okay. So which one is the new channel?
None of those are the new channel.
Then why
Those
do
are-
these
those
why do
are
these
all-
channels? Okay, well, hold on. Jason T. Lewis is a progressive Democrat running for Johnson Country Board of Supervisors. Okay, so obviously it's not that one.
Nope.
Which, well, give us a
Alright,
channel.
so-
I think maybe I have to put a video on the channel first, maybe before it shows up. I don't know.
Oh, you don't have any content on it yet?
No, I'm gonna
Oh.
put the first content on it tomorrow. DJ G Money says John Prosser actually hates you guys. Could be true.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
Ooh, you
He
really
sent out a nice
like-
birthday tweet to me. I thought it was
Wait,
quite
Jesus,
nice.
you got 3 extra channels. What am I looking at here?
Those are all for campaigns that I
Yeah,
ran.
but it looks like political stuff here.
It is. Don't watch it.
No, I don't do.
I'm gonna go to them right now.
Look,
Look at you with the haircut. Oh my God, you're wearing a suit in one of these.
Yeah.
you were clean. Kind of like
Wow.
the video tonight.
I was trying to like, sneak into the machine.
And then here's another one. We're not as gray looking.
No, Shannon, you're not allowed to die. You're needed for tomorrow night.
And then here's another one. Oh, you got some different looking glasses on here. Like
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah, those are
I don't like
that's a
these.
scary look. That's a scary look for me. I
This-
don't like it.
It's 2 years ago, and you got your stash is dark, and this is all you got like the whole Hulk Hogan thing going on. You got the gray down here and the dark up here.
Yeah. I still like the mustache is still mostly,
Oh,
well,
Viper.
not entirely, but
Viper, I think your package is showing up tomorrow.
Won't be showing up the. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, right. Yeah,
It says here tomorrow, 11/21. Yeah, so that'll be cool for you to open up on the. I sent Viper an early birthday present,
oh,
only because I didn't want to leave it till December and possibly get lost amongst all the other packages.
Genosa says, Jason, you should freak people out by shaving your beard off in December.
You shaved it off once by accident.
I shaved it. I've been wearing a beard now for the better part of 15 years. And it's usually like more of like a light beard, but now it's getting bushy. Bushy. It's getting bushy.
Bushy.
So I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna let it get bushy and I'm gonna see what happens.
Just gonna let the sucker grow.
Yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it go. Then I'll be a wizard for sure.
For real.
And I've never let it go this far because usually it gets all weird feeling when it starts to grow out.
Yeah, it gets like super itchy sometimes.
Yeah. So I forced myself past that point and now it's bushy. It's bushy. That's how they talk down around where I came from. They do. This is how they
keep on
talk.
getting shocked by these damn. Is it because it's winter?
It's static electricity.
Good Lord.
Yep. Static. But okay, I'm going to end this stream now. Not because I don't love y'all, but because
go game.
I got to go play my game.
You want some game?
I gotta finish promoting my video, answering some comments, and then I need to eat some food.
Thank y'all for being here. Yeah, you could eat some food. I understand. Eat some food.
Food's good.
You guys, I will see some of you tomorrow over on Viper's pre-holiday stream. But maybe you can come over there.
Thank you for all being here, especially Simply Beth.
Yeah, especially after that comment.
Yeah, thank you.
So
We have to give her a hard time. She's a good sport, though.
yeah. Thanks for being here, Tech Ran. Everybody, thank you for holding down the Thank you for holding down the mod. I don't know. What is it? The mod station?
Tech Rant is weird that way. Hey, he shows up at the start, takes the control, and then he like dwindles off, and then he shows up at the end.
He can be somewhat steady.
He was. Stay on target.
But this is probably like it's getting close to his bedtime. Usually he goes to bed around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Little Tech Rant requires a lot of attention.
Shout out to my fellow Canadians, Geonosis, and there's a couple more of you in there. I can't remember who.
Oh, dad duties.
I told y'all some dad duties, man.
Yeah. Is it duty?
Duty. Oh, you know who just had a kid?
No.
English Don.
English Dan.
Who's English Dan?
You probably don't know where he is.
Modern.
Roman Gambler. Thank you for asking the Gatsby question.
He had to change his Twitter a few times, but yeah.
Okay.
Shannon,
I think I know who you're talking about because I remember seeing something about something. But
how the hell could you forget Shannon? She's Canadian.
I know, but she talks with the accent
doesn't live
now,
in Canada.
She doesn't live here anymore, and she kind of gave up on the country. And I'm not sure how I feel about her anymore. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I love her. I'm just kidding. I love her.
It is always duty when you're on dad duty. Diapers, bottles. I remember that time. Now I'm going to 15-year-old.
I'm going to officially switch over to the Mate 20 Pro tonight.
Ooh.
I'm going to put the Note 9 down and switch over to the Mate 20 Pro.
It's crazy talk, Zach.
It is.
It's crazy talk. I'm going to keep using my iPhone 10R.
Well, I still have that in the other pocket. I'm just saying for my Android, it's going to go to the Mate now.
Yeah. All right. We're done.
Are we done?
We got gaming to do. Yeah.
You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody, for being here. Until the next time, I am out.